All right, so mostly the stuff is for us catchers. What we're gonna notice on this first clip here is from College World Series. I don't know if it was last year, within the last couple of years. We got a relay throw coming from right field, going home with it. We're gonna notice the catcher's positioning that he's starting in to receive this ball, which is a really good position. But then we're going to see a pretty poor tag. And we'll explain why the tag is poor. But then we also get a cool little glimpse into seeing the on deck batter getting himself in position and trying to show his base runner which side of home plate to slide onto to give him the best chance to score the run, which they do. So
Pulls it into right center field. Back to Ferguson. Ferguson with a strike to Pavoloni. Now the question is, does the foot get in there before the tag lands? And I just can't tell whether the foot blocks.
So we'll see that again.
From Hodo. Let's see here, Ben.
So he starts in a good position, right? He's where he should be. We'll pause it once we can see him. He's where he should be, right? He's given that base runner that path to home, but he's still in a position where he can catch the ball and block home plate right away. We can also see we got two guys over here. This guy is telling him this way. This guy hasn't said anything yet, but at other angles, we're going to be able to see, boom, they're both saying, get out, get out, get out. He goes out, and he ends up getting called safe here. And that leads us to the poor tag by the catcher. So he catches the ball. Everything with his body is saying, I'm going to get this out, except for him not taking the glove down to the ground. The batter, or the runner rather, is sliding, which means his foot is going to be on the ground. We need to stop that foot from getting to the bag, which he does with his feet by blocking the bag. But let's watch where the tag goes. The tag is off the ground. It's a good foot in the air. And now that foot of that base runner is on the bag before he tags them. And that is why this run in this very important College World Series game scores. See how that tag is so high? He's not dropping that left knee down to the ground to try to block that plate more. And he's just trying to use hands to do it.
Right there. It looks like the foot got there. Well, he does a good job with both feet in front of home plate. Where do you guys think the Pavoloni? Now the question is, does the foot get
So
in
there's
there
another
before the tag
angle of
lands?
the on deck guys.
Travis, that is inexcusable.
All right, so we got a situation here. We got first and third. We can see this runner from first has taken off. Ball is put into play to second base. And he's coming home with it. So again, we see our catcher. Let's see if we can get a frame that's not so blurry. He's getting out in front of this plate. So then when he catches it, he can see how this knee, this left knee of his, is getting down and around. And as the knee went down, where'd the glove go? Down. Down. And around. He's catching it. Again, giving that base runner his right to the bag. But then as soon as I have the ball, I have the right to block your path to the bag. There's the tag. And there's the body going around with the tag. Another good angle of it here.
Playing back. Runner going.
Okay, now this is also for our base runners. If you're on third base, your third base coach is telling you, we're going hard on the ground unless it's hit back to, and then he's going to give you maybe pitcher, right? Maybe it's third baseman. Maybe it's pitcher and third baseman. Maybe it's you're going on the ground no matter what, right? But we can see here, if the ball is hit to second base, to the second baseman, and you're on third, and it's on the ground, it should be automatic go. But watch. Because he had a piss poor secondary, and now he's just sitting here with no momentum going forward, no body weight going forward, and he's slow.
You assume the out's going to be made at first, and Darno jogging in.
And then he has to turn it on, and boom, you're done.
He hesitated. I'm sorry, he did not allow the guy home, so I apologize right there. But he had no reason to hesitate. The ball was on the ground. The Mets are going to try to turn two, even though the runner's running. You go home. They're playing back.
Here's another good split screen of two different angles of the same play. Being able to see that positioning out in front of home plate. And then as that ball's coming in, then we get our bodies positioned to make the out. Taking it low and around. Low and around. We come over here. We don't need to really be worrying about the Kyle Wright slow-mo, but our back picks we're talking about now. All right, we talked about a little bit that at practice Friday, but we didn't do any of the catcher end of it. We just kind of did the thought process and the philosophy of it. We can see simple and quick with this back pick here. Glove to ear, ball out from ear. All right, so that's the back pick. And then, if I remember correctly, most of this, the rest of the way, is going to be showing good target to our pitcher. And then once that leg is coming down, then I can work my glove down, so then I can work through the pitch after. But what you're going to notice is with all of these, is it's going to be almost universal. As this leg goes down, catcher's glove will go down with it, so that way it can come up to catch it. It's not going down prior to that, because this pitcher needs to see where to throw the ball for as long as possible to have the best chance for that ball to go there, especially at 13 years old.
Swing and a miss. I mean, he's living.
100 miles an hour. If this dude doesn't need to get the glove down prior to that leg lift going down to be able to get 100, I think we can handle our velo.
Down, second outing of the season. Swing and a miss.
Single with really good base running. Single with really good base run. Single with really good base running.
Each catcher has a little different style and approach to it, but it's the same timing. Let them see that target for as long as possible. Let them see that target for as long as possible.
Part in Reggie Jackson's Celebrity Golf Tournament. All that and more on Astros Bases Loaded tomorrow at 11 a.m. Part in Reggie Jackson's Celebrity Golf Tournament. All that and more on Astros Bases.
It's my dude James Wood right there hitting that yeah. Oh, I lied. I got some more receiving stuff here at the end for throws to second. Just to visually see how we don't want to be doing a lot of hand movement. We just want to receive it deep, so that way we got very little movement with the hands to be able to get that ball out of the glove and into our throwing slot. Here's some footwork of the ground being gained as he's getting ready to make that throw. All right. Let's see how much more. We got about another minute here. So we can see how he's already starting to get the body in position to make that throw before the ball even gets there, because he's hearing runner and he's getting that body turned slightly, so that way he's cutting down on fractions of a second that it takes to get that ball there. See the same thing, trying to get that body, start gaining some momentum prior to that ball being in the glove. Nice and quiet, nice and simple with the hand and ball transfer.